welcome to another process video. Today we're going to slow stitch a little robin. Now the saying goes, when a robin appears, loved ones are near. Now in some countries it's red birds, isn't it? Some countries have cardinals. What birds do you have that symbolise this where you're from? And the other thing I'm doing, if you want to, you can incorporate into your slow stitching some clothes from a loved one maybe. So yes, let me bring you down closer and you can have a look. I've kept it very gentle and simple. What you need for this is some fabric. Some of it may be from loved one's clothing, and maybe some wadding, or if you, with this one, look, I can see that in here I've got an old blue fleece, so yes. So then you make some circles from the clothing. Let me show you how I do that. Find something to draw round. Sometimes I use a little dish from the kitchen, or double it up. So you'll need two for the body. I'm drawing round. This pen actually irons away or goes with the air. But you can just use ordinary pen because you put this bit on the inside. Pin that together and cut two. While I'm sewing, let me take you on a trip to Liberties of London. We went there yesterday. Two for the body. And then get your little scraps of wadding and just make the filling. Doesn't matter if it's a bit wonky, that's fine. Pop that together. Now if it's a cardinal, it would be all, you can adapt it to the bird you want it to be. Our little robins over here in the UK are the cutest, and they stay with us always, all through the winter. They don't migrate. Now then you'll need another circle, but in red. Oh, but I haven't got any red fabric. Oh, let's go over and have a look. Hold on. Okay, let's go over and see what we've got. A little Freddy. So yes, here's my dyed fabric. So dyed or painted, and it makes it look very effective. You can use what you have, because you're not going to wash this, so it doesn't have to be, you don't have to make it clothes worthy. This is acrylic paint with medium in. Our lovely Maria Kay over on Instagram has been using crayons. I've had great success with watercolour paint. Look, don't you think it looks effective? That's come from my jelly plate on fabric. That was a night dress, a white night dress. So yeah, you could paint your own fabric. Just an idea. So I've cut out another circle there, and then I'm going to fold this one in half and cut it there. I've tried to keep it really simple. So 2 circles together with a lovely wadding sandwich, and then put the red fabric, and I've put it at a little quirky angle, just like that. Pin that on, and that is ready to slow stitch. Oh, gorgeous. Red thread or contrasting, because it's slow stitching, doesn't really matter. Looks quite good with a contrasting thread, doesn't it? I changed my mind. I've gone with green. And then just simply slow stitch. Let's start it off like that, not all the way through, and down again. Don't pull it all the way through, and then just come in again, and that's sort of knotted it there. Look, it hasn't caught it properly, but the fabric, but it's slow stitching, so any stitch goes. We want this to be a gentle, therapeutic time where maybe we think about our loved ones, where we look after ourselves and just be gentle with ourselves. Now, I'm always saying slow down, but for some of you, you're beautifully energetic and flamboyant, and you don't want to, it's not you to slow down. So I think I'd like to encourage you to be yourself. So when I say slow down and take a nice breath, if that's helpful for you, it just tends to be the stage that I'm at the moment. So you can see I'm going in with stitch after stitch here. And then in a contrasting fabric, we need the beak. Let me show you what the beak is. Fetch another piece of fabric. The fabric, it could be left over from an old favourite cushion or settee from years ago. Fold it like that, and fold it in half again. So in half and half again, into quarters. And then where's one without a beak? Oh, he hasn't got a beak. So then there's a robin, robin redbreast at a jaunty angle, and then you want to take the beak and pop it on like that. Yes, a little bit over the red and up. Now, I don't think you literally can't go far wrong, because they're quirky little birds. That's why we love the words whimsical and quirky, don't we? Because it allows for poetic license, I think. And yeah, let's stitch the beak on like that. Yep, remembering big or small. I think this sort of slow stitching is about the journey as well. Yeah. And yeah, trust me, even if the stitches are big and rugged, I just think, oh, and I just think it adds to it. It's who you are and where you're at. There. And now for the wing, I haven't really got a pattern. The rest are based on circles. So we've got 1, 2, 3.5 circles. Now with the wing, you'll have to wing it a bit. No pun intended. Well, it wasn't intended. The pun literally wasn't. But I thought, oh. Oh dear. So I've got the same material as the body. And I am literally just going to cut a couple of, doesn't really matter what size it is. You might want to draw out the pattern first. Do what you feel comfortable with. Cut out a little bit of padding there. And now, see, this will be comforting, this little bird, because when you're sewing, when you're looking at it, it will bring back memories of the feelings you had as you were sewing it. It's going to have raw edges. Let's cut it there and then just round it off a bit. Wonderful. And then slow stitch that together. And I've got one here that I've already done. Lots of slow stitches on it. Lots of gold as well. So that, oh look, you can't go far wrong, I don't think. That's going to be pinned on there. Before you come round this bit, it would be nice to have a little hanger on it. So I've got some lovely Liberty fabric here. Just little scrips and scraps, really. You don't want to waste a bit of it. Let's use this one. Gorgeous. Don't know what its name is. Pop it there. And as you slow stitch round, you can stitch that little hanger in. So that's there. There we are. You'll be able to take this and gently slow stitch. Sitting in a comfy chair, or like I do sometimes, take it when you go visiting or to an appointment or on the train. It's lovely to add lots of gold. Let's go and see if we can find some gold. Janet, there's one thing missing. Well spotted. Let's get a button for the eye, shall we? Oh, it's lovely. I love choosing the buttons. Rehearse them. This is fun. If you haven't got any buttons, you could cut out a couple of rounds of fabric. Actually, that's the first one. Oh, I like the wooden button here with this very rusticy feel. Yes, let's go for that. And I sew the eye on just a little bit over the beak. And here we have our quirky, whimsical bird. What would Ben say? It's very whimsical, but yet practical, I think. I'm going to sew the wing on, sew the eye on, and I found a tiny button there to sew the wing on. Let's see, let's choose a tiny little button, shall we? In a lighter colour so it doesn't show up as much. And sew the button on. Oh, lovely. Have a little fiddle and a play with the wing to see where you want it. Like that. That's it, cut that off. lovely at the back. Beautiful memories of furnishings from the past. Gorgeous. And get that lovely little light coloured tiny button there. And sew that one on to sew the wing on. Oh, these are just so gentle to make. They really are. And you can't really go wrong because it's slow stitching. Yeah. Ah, thank you. Thank you for joining me. I do appreciate it. I really do. Oh, Flo, have you been... She's stitching again. You're enjoying that new machine, aren't you? Oh, Flo, I can see you're stitching a wonderful scrappy heart. Oh, it's beautiful. Are you enjoying your little sewing machine from Tracy? I love it. Oh, just pour out some tea. Have I got a snack? Do you know I haven't got a snack here? I'm going to have a little satsuma actually in a minute. There we are. Oh, I haven't got anywhere to put my tea strainer. I'll have to put it on the lid. I'll get myself organised. There we are. Lovely. Becky made me this mug rug. It's lovely with the cardinal on. It's lovely, isn't it? Did you notice the little origami dog? Isn't it cute? Carol, Happy Maker, sent me this in Happy Mail. Isn't it amazing? So tiny and intricate. It's amazing. Thank you so much, Carol. I absolutely love it. I have to think of a special place to... It's going to stay on the desk for a while, but it'll have to have a special little home where I can carefully look after it. Beautiful. Thank you. So clever. Oh, lovely. Shall we light the candle? The candle is just a way for us to gently have a little time just to breathe. We'll all approach it in a different way because we're all individuals, and I love that. And just a time for us to think about ourselves and about others. So yeah. Oh, lovely. Let's put that down there. Let's sip some tea. I did treat myself when I was at Liberties. And memories kept flooding back when I was there, and I bought myself these little patchwork squares. That's what seemed affordable. And then it's got a picture on the back. I suddenly remembered when I was coming home on the train, these are what I used to buy years ago when I was living in the nursing home when I was training to be a nurse, I used to nip into London and buy these. And I remember making a cushion for someone who was having a baby girl. That brought back memories. Gosh. Oh, lovely. So those will be a joy to use. I also picked up a little catalogue as well. So it'll be nice for pictures, or it might even turn into a little mini glue book. Well, thank you for coming with me on our trip to Liberty, and also on our little trip down memory lane. Take care, everyone. Bye. I sat on your foot. Sorry, darling. Nice. Can you believe this model inside Liberties is actually made of Lego? When a robin appears, a loved one is near.